I still remember opening sites like Armor Games, Thrive, and feeling like I had entered a whole new dimension as a kid. Years later, I'd feel the exact same thing playing old Fortnite when it had just came out, PUBG, Minecraft with my friends. A lot of people actually felt the same thing. But like, why did every old game just have to make me feel so alive? I almost regret the experience because I can't get a hold of it now. As a kid, I click on the most random low-quality thumbnail of a game imaginable, and suddenly I'd been having the time of my life for 2 hours straight. I just remember sitting there replaying parts of the game over and over again, trying slightly different scenarios each time, like my life depended on it. Most games actually get boring extremely quickly, or at least nowadays for me. But back then, I'd spend 100 times more time than what the creator of the game had intended for me to play. And I think most people can agree that the first time we played a game that had us slowly discovering each mechanic, trying different strategies each time, we'd find ourselves smiling and even laughing in completely mundane tasks, where no jokes were ever being told. I mean, I remember the good old days in Fortnite when me and one friend of mine would camp a house absolutely ready for someone to get in. I remember exactly how I felt playing those games, and all those weird little strategy flash games. Armor Mayhem, 1066, Sword the Court, and I noticed that more than anything, these games made me talk to myself more than I had ever done before. It was like I was discovering a best buddy within myself, one that could never fail to entertain me. I mean, God, to have felt so alive making absolutely meaningless decisions in those games. And you know, I tried replaying those games again to try to get that same feeling again, but as I'm sure for the some of you who have tried that too, it's like something is different. The games are still there, but the feeling I felt just wasn't. And I think a part of that has to do with the fact that games back then were our reality. Unlike now where I'm enjoying my time, but I eventually know that I'm gonna have to go back to life again. And that's the part that stops me and you from diving into the game the same way that we used to when we were younger. A part of that changed the way I think about nostalgia actually. See, I don't think we miss the games themselves. I think we miss that part of ourselves we got to meet while playing those games. It's like those flash games gave me the permission to speak to that part of me, and that's what made them so special. But then I thought to myself, does that feeling still exist somewhere? You see, if games were never actually the source of that feeling, then have I really just become an adult person? Maybe adulthood just slowly killed that part of me that used to feel so passionate about even the littlest things. And I think a lot of people silently feel that way nowadays, thinking maybe we already experienced the best version of ourselves, and now we're just all chasing echoes of what used to be through nostalgia. And it does feel that way when you open old games, listen to old songs, try watching old YouTube videos, trying to feel it again. I actually don't believe that's true, because recently I felt that kid part of me again, and where I actually felt it will be the thing that shocks you. Because it happened while I was editing a video. I had completely lost track of time. I realized that I had spent 6 hours with no plans of having anything get in my way of what I was doing. All I wanted to do was continue what I was making. Most people, by the way, including me, would normally find sitting in front of CapCut for 5 hours, unbelievably boring. Yet I was feeling the exact same thing I was feeling while playing those Flash games long ago. The same feeling of trying different ideas, failing, or trying, experimenting, getting emotionally invested in tiny decisions, but just because I simply wanted to do them anyways. Picking the music was an absolute joy. Restarting completely from the start midway just because I felt something different, and then I realized that's what I had actually missed all those years. Neither the games or even my childhood, but the feeling of meeting that version of me that felt so damn alive. I found a way to get into that state without feeling like I was running away from reality. Some people call it the flow state. I call it finding blank canvases. The canvases change, but that feeling doesn't. The games themselves weren't the thing that gave you that feeling. They were just one of the first places where we could meet that version of ourselves that could turn a stupid browser game into the best experience ever. And maybe growing up was never about losing that person, but maybe it was about learning to find them, put them in different places.
もし僕が二人になっても二人でいることはないだろう同じものがかけた同士もう一人の僕じゃ支えられない僕らは落ちてゆく傷が増えた不安の中で安心したいだけ傷がまた増える
So yeah, maybe my favorite Flash game will never hit me the same way, and honestly, I'm not upset about that anymore. Because what I truly missed was being able to connect with myself. And I met him again while writing this video. And I'll probably meet him again while I edit this video. And maybe, years from now, I'll have to meet him somewhere completely different. And with that, thank you for watching. Please consider joining our community.